Hello everyone, Bill Parish and Dick Diamond from GTT Audio, and welcome to the channel today. Well, we are a couple of weeks late on this video, or maybe only 1 week, I don't know. It does pass quickly. We've been very busy getting ready for a huge press event here at GTT Audio that's starting tomorrow, running through Sunday, and it's just been a blur. There was a lot to take care of. Plus, business is great. So, those of you that have participated this year, thank you very much. Or at any time in the past, thank you. always appreciate the trust and the support. I've got a couple of components in front of me here that Dick flew in this morning. He got to hear, and
my apologies for the hoarse voice. I
Yeah.
think I've spent too much time in the snowy mountains of Utah, and it's caught up with me.
we did give him a COVID test right away.
I'm clean.
He came in masked up, but he passed the test. So anyway, couple of phenomenal components here, new at Grimm Audio MU1, new to GTT Audio, and Mola Mola Lupe, new to GTT Audio, but new worldwide.
Yeah.
The very first production piece. We basically got the first two production pieces for this week. And Dick, I mean, you heard this first.
I did. Maybe we should tell them what it is. It's a phono stage.
That's right. It's a phono stage in the same chassis as that famous Mola Mola Tambaqui deck. Yeah. This phono stage is so special. I'm going to spin it around here and see if you can see it here. I have no idea if the camera is going to be able to pick this up. I'll kind of put my hand here and see if the autofocus grabs it. But what you have is you have 4 inputs. Each one of them are individually loaded for gain, for capacitance. It gets even more involved than that. But as you see, there's 1 XLR and 3 RCAs, and then they offer you the option of both. Well, they give you both an RCA and an XLR output. There's also there's DC triggers on there, and then there's 3 separate grounding posts. But this builds on that archival grade phono stage that Putsy developed and put in the Makua, and then it eventually went into the Kula integrated as well. That archival grade phono stage, and they've spun it out. They put it in a separate box. I'll argue this is better. It's separate power supply and just for analog separate isolation. Again, each and every input has adjustable, all the adjustments. Each one can be a moving magnet, each one could be a moving coil. You could do gain, capacitance, picofarads. Now here's where it really gets interesting. Right, Dick?
Yeah.
Is the equalization
All
curves?
the EQ curves.
So the EQ curve. So, there's a few components out there that offer a couple of different EQ curves. And I think what we calculated is that Mola, when they did this, Bruno said, well, if we're going to do a couple, let's do them all.
Yeah, there's a whole long list
I
of them.
believe there's,
Half of them I've never seen before.
I believe there's 72 different equalization curves in there, and it's all the labels. Like obviously there's the Columbias, there's the Decas, the RCAs, the Mercuries, the Shaded Dogs, and then there's record labels that we've never even heard of.
Yeah.
But if there was a registered equalization curve by that studio, by that record label, it is in this unit. Now, real pain in the ass to change it. No, not at all. You grab your phone, you pull up the Mola Mola app, and you just, click on it, swipe to where you want, press it, instant change. All done in the analog domain. 100%. You hear the relays clicking, and and it's throwing different resistors in, and I don't know all the stuff it does, but it's done. It's done with relays, and it's done in the analog domain. The phone app talks to it with a Bluetooth module, which is probably somewhere up there. If I know Mola Mola. Yeah, this is, get ready. Oh, I don't have the exact pricing right now, but under 10K. Under 10K USD will be retail on this. So this, I promise you, will be as popular in a phono stage as the Tambaki is with a DAC.
Yeah.
I mean, we couldn't fault it. We couldn't fault it.
Yeah.
It's got all this technology, all these inputs, all these outputs, and it's priced at under $10,000.
Yeah. So neutral, so alive. I don't know what kind of fish a lupe is, but it must be an analog fish. A big analog fish. It's fantastic.
There are already reviewers lined up to get these and get the press out. So this is going to be very interesting. Now, new to GTT audio. It's been out for a while, and I think this is a newer version with maybe some newer features. But this is the Grimm MU1. What is it? Well, we had analog today, and now we're going to talk about digital. This is a very, very, very cool device. It is a Roon core. It is a Roon endpoint. I mean, it's a streamer. It's obviously, Grimm makes speakers. It works with the Grimm system for sure. So you could do that. It would work with a key audio system. It's got volume controls. We run it fixed right into the Tambaki, but it's Roon. I mean, it has Roon on it. You don't need a nucleus. Oh, way back when, I don't know, there was a couple years ago for sure, I said how to do Roon right. There was a previous episode. If you click on our channel and you scroll, one of the early episodes, and then we had followed it up later as well. But we talked about how to do Roon right. And, now a couple years later, I'm going to tell you this is a better way to do Roon right. Mm-hmm. You don't need a nucleus. You don't need external power supplies. You don't need the Orlick Aries. And you just need this box. This box does it all. Unlike everybody else that's doing USB cables, which is USB is filled with jitter. These guys wrote the book on, and by the way, Putzies used to be involved with Grimm and helped develop their speakers and the clocks, and there's a very, very special clock in here. There's a lot of exclusive algorithms that they've written that they process it in a manner. It comes out AES EBU, and the sound is, well, unlike any digital I ever heard.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I mean, you and I were sitting around, bouncing around. Well, we're going to be showing off 4 rooms at the press event. Yeah. Room 4, 3, 2, and then eventually we're in room 1 right here shooting this video. But room 1 sounded completely different, and we only have one in the place right now, and it just sounds different. It sounds more analog, doesn't it?
Yeah, it absolutely.
I mean, highs are better, bass is better, mid-range is better, and there's a
body detail, transparency, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
it is,
and
amazing.
yet it sets it out there in a somewhat relaxed fashion, but by no means does that mean it's not not immediate. It is very immediate. It is very dynamic. I mean, it's, saying the Kronos Discovery arms or the Kronos Discovery, table and arm would be analog is a good thing. So if we say that about digital, that's also a good thing. I know audiophiles always look for a way to dissect things and look for the bad in what someone's saying, but there is nothing bad in the Grimm MU1. Well, listen, we're going to be shooting a whole lot of videos this week. We've got a lot of great guys coming in, and going to get to spend some time with a lot of them. Hopefully we'll end up appearing on some other channels that are out there. And that's it. Dick, do you have anything?
No, I'm looking forward to it. It's always a treat to be here at headquarters. And it's a treat for our viewers to maybe partake of some of these 4 different rooms that we'll be showing them.
Yeah. So we'll be capturing some of that, and maybe we'll do like a slow-mo reel or something like that.
Good idea, yeah.
Let it roll.
I've been on the graduated listening tour today myself.
Oh, poor Dick hasn't been to bed yet. Took the red eye in. Landed at 6 a.m. this morning. We're shooting this at 4 p.m. He's still on Utah time. We forced him into that COVID test this morning.
I'm a bit disheveled.
Had a snowstorm. We're stressing about if he was going to make it in.
Oh, goodness.
In any case, you don't want to hear that. You want to hear about audio. We're done for today. And you know what? We're gonna come to you next week as well. Thanks, and we'll see you then.